Hey everybody, Brandon with Bearded CB82, and as you can see on today's starting off diesel powered tools, we've got quite the variety here. Granted, these ones over here are kind of a little bit more singular color, but I'm going to do another video on these as well. But also impacts, air saws, grinders, those sorts of things. We're going to talk about some things. It's come up in topic of discussion, me and other people as well. What you would probably be better suited off getting off the bat. Now there's, as we said, lots of discussions on, you know, like this little bitty impact driver. You don't need one of those. I mean, if you get one that comes with a kit with a drill, that'll be up to you. Your 3/8 impacts, well, and now they've obviously expanded that to the mid torque option as well. 3/4 inch impact, you're not going to need that. 1/2 inch impact, yes, this is the older model. This is the 2662-20. This thing is 8 years old, still kicking. You're not going to need that either starting off. Now, one thing I will say would be get yourself, and you can use any brand you want. Go with a brand that you like, that you're familiar with. Maybe you already have a battery option that you're familiar with and like. Maybe you've got DeWalt, Milwaukee, obviously, Snap-on, Ryobi, Makita. It really doesn't matter, but if you're going to go with one battery system, use what you enjoy and what you're used to. Whether it be a 12 volt, 14 volt, 18 volt, 20 volt, list goes on and on. But some things, at least on the cordless side, that I will say is, and now that they have the 12 volt version and 3/8 mid torque and I believe 1/2 inch as well, correct me if I'm wrong on that, getting yourself a 1/4 inch mini driver akin to this, and a 3/8, there again akin to this, and you get one setup. Might already come with a couple batteries a piece. You'll be set up with batteries. Get yourself, if you want, one of the mid torques, because those are really handy. They're small, they're compact. I've been looking at those. That's probably going to be one of my next purchases. And a drill, well, you can always get a dry drill body, relatively inexpensive down the road. If you wind up like us in this shop, we do our own tire repairs. We hook a reamer up to this, clean her out, trailer work, you know, drilling out rivets. So a drill in this environment makes sense. I would say maybe cordless. Some guys will say air, but there again, you can use this anywhere. Then, of course, a 3/8 cordless impact of some type, or the, you know, the mid torque regions, and then a 1/4 inch. Those will get you plenty. You get 2 or 3 batteries for, say, if it's all 18 volt, you get 2 batteries, you'll be set up. If it's 12 volt, you get yourself a couple batteries and you'll be set up. Reason why I choose Milwaukee, that's going to be its own little video. But as far as power tools go, start off with the small stuff, because I can't tell you how many times actually I probably could tell you how many times I had to use this guy, which is probably about 20 times when I bought this, and I did just buy the dry body for this, because back then in 2011, 2012, this was the big dog on the market. 3/4 inch, you don't need it. 1/2 inch, like I said, this is the older brushed style. Still works. Still a good impact. It's the pinned. But there again, starting off, you really won't need one of those. So save your money. Apply it towards the stuff that you can readily have in hand most of the time and that are handy anywhere, like these guys. Like I said, doesn't matter what brand you choose. Just pick a battery system that you're familiar with, that you know will be good and has a good warranty, and you'll be pretty much set on your cordless. Air tools, I got a few different options here to choose from. Whether or not you choose a compact or a full-sized half-inch impact, definitely a half-inch air impact. Excuse me. But what brand you choose, well, you guys know I beat the crap out of this for going on 3 years now, and it's paid itself off immensely since I picked it up off the truck. So if you want to go with the Tool Truck brand, that'll be up to you. But for starting out, the luck I've had with this little bitty Aircat, this is their titanium lineup, Kevlar body, or however, well, you guys know. For what these run on their full-sized, like less than $200 will get you a really good impact to start off with. If you want to go with the Tool Truck brand, if you're getting a student discount and you can get this at a good price, I would say I might recommend this. But if you're looking to save some money, Aircat, Chicago Pneumatic, those you can pretty much pick and choose there. Everybody's got some, well, you guys know how I feel about Ingersoll Rand these days versus the older Ingersoll Rand. Kind of a little bit of game of its own, but just one of those things. So yep, definitely full-size half-inch impact. If you want a spring for the stubbies, they're handy as well for getting into places where your battery pack won't fit or something like this won't fit. I've demonstrated that before. Next up, I will say get some style of angle grinder. I bought this guy in 2013 and it's finally starting to show its age after a lot of use. As compared to the full-on Snap-on, it is comparatively gutless, but it does do its job. It will bog down if you've got a cutoff wheel on there like this guy and you're angling into something, but if you feather it in, it'll do the job. And these were fairly inexpensive, $100 some odd. There are, again, plenty of options out there, but an angle grinder, air angle grinder, 1/4-inch drive, would recommend that. You can use it for buffing, cutting, the list goes on and on. Next up, air saw. Granted, this is definitely, this thing's a beast. As far as an air saw goes, man, I can't kill it. Never really had it bogged down on me. It just goes and goes. So an air saw, you might want to hold off on an air saw till you get down the road. And then a straight grinder, this would be one of those things where pick and choose. If you want something really ballsy, the Snap-on version of the angle grinder, that thing's a beast. When we used to have the 24 feet of Epic behind where I stand now, that guy had one and I've used it and can't kill it. Just like this thing, you just can't kill it, won't bog it down. Not anything I've tried anyways. But if it'll fit in there or if it'll go on top of it, it'll cut. Brand wise, there again, pick and choose. I'd say hold off on these two till you know what you're doing more, but definitely a little bitty angle grinder be the one to start off with. Gets into little places, polishes, S-cam, where your bushings go for your S-cams, or for your, not your S-cam, well, those too, but your brake chambers where the, having a brain fart. For you guys know what I'm talking about if you worked on trailer brakes. For your, yeah. For cleaning off stuff for your brakes, put a little bitty sanding disc, flat disc on there, it'll work great. Outside of that, you're gonna have to use your discretion as you rotate into your job. It's gonna be, some of the stuff, if you can get it at a discount right off the bat, if that's what you wanna do, you know, go for it. If not, this guy, air impact, maybe get a stubby 3/8 and a full-on 1/2 inch, vice versa. Leave that up to you depending on what you're expecting to do, especially in the diesel world. Could be working on city buses. You could be working on a diesel VW Bug, who knows, rabbits. Smaller the vehicle, the smaller the space you're gonna have to work with. Or semi-trucks, even with as much as they pack into some of those these days, can be pretty tight quarters too. But, so there again, sum it up. 1/4 inch impactors, hold off on your cordless ratchets. It's gonna be one of those things, I would say. They are handy, and occasionally a couple guys have them here. We might use them, but not as often as you might think, unlike the automotive world where you can. So for me, these are my 2 high uses, and I beat the crap out of them. They're good to go. But yeah, definitely you want to get higher capacity batteries on your cordless as well, so make sure that's also an option. But hope that's helpful for you guys. You got any questions, leave them down below. Anybody's got some good experiences, bad experiences, you know, maybe you've had bad experience with one, great experience with others, same brand, who knows. I'll leave those down in the below as well for, you know, people to learn from. There again, same with the air tools. And if I've missed anything that you guys think might be good, obviously in the comments down below, because every once in a while, you know, I might leave some gaps in there because trying to throw these videos together, sometimes on a rush, especially when I just got done on my off time fixing an airline on a truck. Fun stuff. So anyways, remember, shop safety is just as important as firearm safety. You screw something up, somebody could die, and yeah, get something red, it's pretty.